RRV.
I'm Ken,
I'm Lori.
and today's episode is going to be that one everybody's been looking for.
Yes.
I'm going to talk about holding tank maintenance, and
Ooh, I
that's
can't
basically
wait.
what's going to be. All right, I'm going to talk about some of the basics first. I'm not at a campsite right now, so I can't actually run through it. A whole hookup I was going to.
But why didn't you?
It didn't work out.
Why didn't it work
But
out?
the first thing you need are gloves. Hey, buddy, you can come over here.
Go on over there.
First thing you need are gloves. Make sure you wear gloves whenever you're working with your wastewater. This is what the general connection is going to be. You're going to have a hose hookups, your black water, gray water tank. The first mistake a lot of people make, you can wear them, is they'll hook up their hoses and then they'll pull them open and then just like leave it like you would a house where you just flush the toilet, it goes down the drain. That's a huge mistake because that's how you do it. Because then all you're doing is letting all the toxic gases and odors in. So once you get set, you're going to open the cap cover. You're going to slide in your hose, which this is a hose. I use a hose like this, and I always use a clear cap so that I can see to make sure that the water's coming out clear, and I'll talk about that in a minute. So basically, which you're going to connect this part to the inside when you take off the cap. I'm not going to do that right now, I'm just going to talk about it. So you take off the cap, and then you cover it, and then when you're ready to drain it, you open the black water holding tank. You let the black water fill all the way out. Once it's empty, you close it back up, and then you open the gray water tank. And then that will flush out everything, and by the time it's done, you should be just seeing the clear gray water coming through here. Then you close that. That would be good for a basic just dump, when just doing a wastewater dump. But it's very important, and that's one of the things I learned, is it's very important not to leave your holding tanks empty. You need to have water in there. What I like to do is use a Johnny Chalk. Oh, another thing that's very important, Lori talked about it, she had the wrong idea. When you use the Johnny Chalk, before you drop it in the toilet, you have to open the vent, the fan, and turn the fan on. Otherwise, it is going to get, I'll help you, buddy. If you don't, then all those toxic fumes and stuff from the holding tank are going to fill your camper.
Is that what happened when you tried to kill me that night?
That's what I did to Lori that one day and really pissed her off. Good job, good job. So what you do is once you're all set up, you put your foot on the pedal, you drop this in the hole and it holds. It's okay, bud. I can't get all your fingers in all the holes. Once this is in place, it's going to cause the water to continually flow through the toilet. If you're just going to put some fluid in it to get going, let it run for 5 minutes, take it out, and you've got water, enough water in there kind of as a base, because the last thing you want is somebody use the waste and then the waste product falls hard onto the plastic or the holding tank. You can hear it hit, and then it just becomes a hard mountain and pretty much calcifies. And then over time, you'll have a waste mountain build up until eventually it ends up blocking your entryway into your toilet, and you have to have very expensive maintenance done. So leave 5 minutes worth of water, which is about a quarter tank. I just say 5 because that's pretty standard. You let it run 5 minutes, it'll be a quarter of the tank. When I flush the toilet, I don't use that little flush line they have here because that only just shoots water into one part of it. What I do is I still use the Johnny Chalk. I let it fill up. It takes approximately 20 minutes. Fill it all, and then I pull it again and let it all drain out. And that will give you a good flushing. When I do that, sometimes I'll add one of the treatment chemicals. I have 3 different kinds listed. I'll use this one for a flush, Tanktex RX Totally Green, Totally Clean. It's a great product. You only use a capful. And then drain that out. Then I'll do another 5 minutes, and I'll usually use one of these 2 products, either a scoop of this or one of the tablets, and I'll leave that sitting there, and then I'm done with the wastewater. But you have to leave water. That way when you're traveling, the water moves around, no product calcifies, you don't get any poop mountains or waste mountains or however you want to call it. Now the gray water tank, it's also important that you treat that as well. The gray water, which is your shower, your sink, all those type of products, I use this lemonade. I use that in the sink. Less chances for bacteria and all that to form on the bottom or anything to get. It helps it stay clean. One last thing I wanted to mention, when you drain the black water, the first time you drain it, it may show full. A lot of the gauges, a lot of times will show full because there's waste product, toilet paper, all that stuff sticks to the sensors. So, but after a good flush, when you do like 20 minutes, fill it up, fill that sucker up, drain it all out, your gauges should all read, everything should read fine because you got a nice clean tank. All right, so I think that covers basic RV holding tank maintenance. For me and Brayson, we're done for today. Let me feel, all right, we are done, and catch our next episode, and Lori will be back to join me. But this is my part, hers, not hers. Thanks, everybody. Bye. You want the fan and the window open. So first thing you're gonna do is pull the black, only the black, leave the gray.
Good.
That was horrible.
Oh my God.
Why is this not locked?
That's disgusting.
Yeah. What happened?
You're such a good blooper wrist. And it went off again.
What the heck is wrong with her? Why is it not tight? Try this one. Great.
Oh, it stinks.
Great. I gotta switch hoses.
Yeah, just go flip the other side. Wait, stuff's still coming through on this side.
Oh, there's still stuff in there. That's water. Alright, I cannot believe this.
Why is that doing that?
I don't know. Something's wrong with the hose. The hose broke.